Hello everybody, my name is Griff. I am here doing a Dragalia news catch-up. I had relatives here over the weekend, so I was unable to make any videos with my voice. Really unable to make any videos at all. I'm glad I was able to get a server clear and auto up quickly enough to make it for a video. But I am going to be going over almost everything that's been added since probably about the 28th, maybe even the 27th, because I know I didn't touch on these Dragon Up vines. I wasn't sure when these were, but we are going to touch on them now. Essentially, let's just start here. So I'm just going to be going over everything in the news, so look forward to that, including probably, I think I'll save my impressions for this chapter for another video that's going to come out in a couple days, hopefully. So look forward to that. Hopefully I'll have a summoning video up tomorrow. For Galaxy, I'll tell you right now, I have 8.5% pity. I have not gotten a single 5-star this entire banner. So hopefully tomorrow I will be able to get a 5-star. And as we'll see in this video, there's a certain character on that banner that's kind of making waves in the game currently. So we'll have to look at that. But just going in straight into the news on the 27th, on the 28th, this news went live of dragons that can be unbind 5 times. Essentially, they're just the same as the first wave, where they're adding the Surge of Strength, which gives you the extra 30% strength for 180 seconds at the start of battle, the first 30 minutes. As you can see here, they're just upping some of the strength and some of the wind values, and some of the HP values rather, on the wind dragons. Kronos is a little bit different. He actually has a upgrade to his first ability, so he actually gets the increased strength, and then the 10% goes even further, so actually he can reach about 110% strength from his passives. Pretty cool. This is applied differently. This isn't applied like a Dragon Aura. I believe it's applied as a physical buff that you keep. If I remember correctly, I haven't used Kronos that much. So, not Kronos, Chthonius rather. Chthonius rather has that effect. Talk about Kronos later, sorry, he's on the mind. But he does have that effect. I believe that it's a physical buff, so it's applied in a different bracket than the passive strength. So if you're playing a character that really uses a lot of HP, strength buffs rather, you might want to watch out for that. Then, as we go into the current event that's going live, we have the Halloween bonus for the Clockwork Heart and the limited Worm Prints. I'll quickly just jump to the Clockwork Heart page. Hopefully the music doesn't get my video claimed, but I'll just try to talk over it. Pretty cool. I've done everything I could. There is a nightmare. There is a trial battle against Laxi. I thought that the story was pretty cool, and they made you wait a couple days to get the full story. Pretty interesting story coming from the perspective of Laxi, talking about things that can be created, and if things that can be created can have heart, and what it means to have heart. A very cool story overall, in my opinion. Then we have the Halloween bonus as part of this. It's just the standard Halloween bonus that standard bonus that we get for all these types of events, where you get the 400 Wormite and the rupees and the rainbow orbs, and all that junk. And then we also have, that is a Dragalia Life notification. We have a new worm print that came out with this banner, or rather this event, due to needing another way to gain points for the facility event. Whenever there's a facility event, you get that 5-star worm print that increases the intake of points that you get. This one is Adventure in the Past. It has Alberis and Human Midgard Stormer, and it is Sword Critical Rate and Acclaim with the Sword Boon effect. This is actually pretty good on sword units, especially since it has Sword Boon. You want to really embrace that whatever you can, so you can put the Swords Boon Worm Print into your 6-star slots, or your 6th and 7th star, or your 6th and 7th slot for Worm Prints. I'm tongue-tied today. I can't even say I'm tongue-tied correctly. But yeah, this is an extremely good print. This is an extremely useful print, so you should pick this up for this event if you didn't already. I would recommend picking it up. Then, let's see. Then on the 29th, we got a huge update of information. Actually, no, we have to go over the banner. The banner dropped on the 28th as well, talking about the 29th, and it has Halloween Laxi, Halloween Silas, and Gala Kronos next. There's been a million videos going over these units, and I particularly wanted to wait for mine until we knew what the next banner was going to be, which we now do. So, I think I can kind of conk with confidence about these units. Halloween Laxi is a rapid fire mana caster. She's also limited, so is Halloween Silas. Silas is also limited, so make sure you're looking out for the two of them. Halloween Laxi is essentially a 4-strike machine. She's very similar to Gala Shell in that respect, but she plays a lot like Gala Audric. So she's really focusing around Dispel and Flash Burn and buffing herself a lot. She works a little bit different. She works on combo time, and, well, combo count rather. to do more damage, and she actually has this very cool effect where she can hold down her force strike and she can kind of just zoom around the map. Very cool. If you don't have Gala Odric, she's a pretty extremely good unit for that respect, but if you have Gala Odric, she's not exactly needed. But she is Laxi wearing this Frankenstein monster's dress, so I know people want to summon just for that. Then you have Halloween Silas, Dr. Silas. I forget what the name of the doctor in the event actually is. He plays somewhat similarly to normal Silas, where he is inflicting poisons and dispelling, and he's giving the team buffs that they can keep. Instead of actually giving the enemy debuffs that he does, he is actually giving the team buffs here. And occasionally, as I said before, when he gets, he occasionally increases all of them at once, just like normal Silas does. So a very good auto unit. If you don't have a source of maximum HP up in Shadow, like from Vania or someone, this can be very good in auto teams because maximum HP up is a kind of rare ability, and it's very good in autos just in general because, you know, units get hit more, units are eating more hits than they should. HP up gives them about that extra 30% window, I guess, of HP to take more damage. Pretty standard collab and chainco ability. And as we go down, you can see he has Violence Res. He has all of these different effects that come from when he dispels an enemy, that comes when he buffs himself. Very cool. He gets powered up if he has all the effects at once. Very interesting unit. I like him a lot. And then we have, out of nowhere, Gala Kronos Nyx. A lot of people were expecting this to be Gala Ciela because we got Gala Bulk last month, or 2 months ago rather. And we thought they were going to be introducing the Agito into the story. They did not. And on the first, I just want to tell a story. On the first night, I was in the Discord looking at this with people, and people were like, this dragon sucks. This dragon is so bad. He's not going to be able to do more damage than Reborn Jean. His effect hurts him. So we'll look at this. And if you look at it, it doesn't seem like there's much to this. It just says there's a skill that does damage. Doesn't do any special effects. Literally just one line. And his strength is 100% strength, and then he has time transcendence. Grants the user a Dragon Strike while shaped as Kronos Nyx. This Dragon Strike deals damage to the target and has 3 increasing levels. Also, while shapeshifts as Kronos Nyx, remaining shapeshift time will be depleted by standard attacks, Dragon Strikes, and skilled instead of being depleted automatically over time. In addition, if the user is able to dodge an attack, they will consume some of the remaining shapeshift time to automatically dodge it. Some attacks cannot be dodged this way. So, people were looking at this and they were like, this dragon sucks. He maybe a backline unit, but he can't even dodge without getting rid of dragon time, and everything he does gets rid of his dragon time. He's going to have some insane mods or something for this to work. And what this doesn't tell you is that this isn't the normal dodge that he's talking about. When Gala Kronos Nyx is attacking, he will dodge. And he will dodge. This says he won't dodge any. Some attacks can't be dodged in this way. It is basically everything in the game. And when I say dodge, I mean he is not affected by it at all. He can dodge purple attacks, he can dodge tail swipes, he can dodge nihility in this way. Where if he's just using his foresight to attack, a screen right's coming, Mercurial Gauntlet, for example. If you're using the Mercurial Gauntlet and you're attacking, he'll just move out of the way, and he won't get hit by the purple. And it's kind of insane to see. There's actually been a clear where someone just used Gala Uden and Kronos Nyx to clear Legend Tartarus, which is like one of the hardest boss fights in the game, and they did it with 1 unit and 1 dragon, which is like insane. So this unit is probably this dragon is probably one of the most times I would ever recommend summoning for a dragon in the game. I think a lot about when Grace first released, a lot of people were underestimating how Grace would work because it didn't really make a lot of sense. But once she came out, it was kind of apparent that this was going to be the next big thing in Dragalia. Light Element has always kind of suffered with sources of really big strength and sources of very big damage. If you have Gala Uden, his collab works extremely well with this. You can stay with Kronos Nyx for like a minute and a half or something crazy like that. Some insane amount of time where you're just literally just staying as a dragon, attacking as a dragon, and using this Dragon Strike to do all your damage. Again, as I said, someone did Legend Tartarus almost entirely as this dragon. So, yeah, he's pretty strong. I do recommend summoning if you haven't already. We're 5 days into free summons. Me personally, I'm at 8.5% pity. I haven't got anything. I really want him. I will be summoning for him if I don't get him, so look forward to that. Hopefully I don't have to go to 300 summons like last time. But we'll have to just see. what the future holds for a dragon like this. He seems future-proofed as well, especially since he can dodge Nihility. It seems like maybe Lilith, or Legend Lilith, will have some mechanic against him, but he does seem extremely strong. Just on paper, well, even off paper, he seems extremely strong. On paper, a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, that dragon sucks," but you kind of have to see it in order to believe it and understand what exactly the mechanics are actually doing. And then we go to the 29th. We get some good news. The banner's live. There is a Dream Summon available. This Dream Summon includes, I believe, every unit up to just before the anniversary. We can actually look. I'd have to look to see what the most recent unit on it is. Let's see. Like Undercover Grace is on this banner. Let's see. I don't know who is the most recent unit on this banner. I don't know. I'll have to look at it later. But there is a Dream Summon. A lot of people weren't thinking there was going to be since there was that Platinum Plus. So if you got that Platinum Plus and you could only get one, I hope you got a good unit from your Platinum Plus. I personally was hoping there'd be a Dream Summon. I was saving for a Dream Summon. I've actually bought the Diamantium 6 months ago for the 2.5 anniversary because I wanted a Dream Summon, and back then there really wasn't anyone I felt was worth it. Now there's a Dagger I'm missing, and there is a Vania in the game, so I'm really thinking I'm going to be between the two of those. I will be doing that right after my Halloween Summons banner, which is the next banner, the 100-fold Summon. I will be doing both of my Dream Summons, the Dream Summon ticket and my Dream Summon and the 100-fold Summon all at the same time. So I'll make a video going over that. Look forward to that. There's also a Platinum Summon that guarantees a 5-star Gala Dragon. I don't recommend doing this because, well, see, to be honest, this one is probably one of the better ones to do because the Gala Dragons are usually high value. And I believe it's all of them, but you could end up getting like a Thor or a Cat Sith. It's not a Platinum Plus, which means this is not something new to you. It would be kind of impossible to do a Platinum Plus because there's a very high chance that a lot of people have all of them. If it was a Platinum Plus, I'd be summoning because the only Gala Dragon I'm missing currently is Gala Reborn Jean, and she's the only one I want, other than Chronos Nyx, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, and another reason why I want Chronos Nyx is because I don't have Gala Jean, and Gala Jean has been a staple of light autos forever, so hopefully I can get a strong light Gala Dragon from that. Then as we go into the future, there's a Time Attack coming up. There is a... Oh, actually, no, this is the Time Attack finishing. The Iberian Battle Royale updated. It contains Gala Leaf's weapon skin, or Leaf's weapon skin, rather. I already got it. It's pretty cool. I posted a picture on Twitter of me getting it on Halloween. Very cool weapon skin. Very interesting weapon skin. I like it a lot. Then, as the first came out, we got the shop reset. We got the Astro Raids coming soon, which is just, you know, and whenever there's not a raid, there's an Astro Raid. We got Chapter 21 of the main campaign, Chapter 22 of the main campaign, which I'll make a separate little part going over, because I don't want to include it in this video, because this is just more catch-up. I want everyone to be able to watch this, and I don't want to have a spoiler conversation. But there will be a video going over that eventually. I might save it for part 2 later this month, simply because there wasn't too much to talk about in this chapter. This one was one of the more sleeper chapters, if I have to be honest. So, yeah. That's all I'm going to say. And then we have this month in Dragalia Lost. I'm already 13 minutes into this video. I don't want to make this too long, so I'll just quickly breeze by. Essentially, Gala Chronos Nyx is coming out. We have this Clockwork Heart facility event that's right now. Then the next banner is going to be Halloween Fantasia Encore. It is going to have all the past Halloween units, not including Galaxy and, sorry, not Galaxy, Halloween Laxi and Halloween Silas. So if you were looking to get the two of them, you should summon on this banner. In opposed to having them, this banner is only 200 Worm Sigils instead of the usual 300, and additionally, you're getting the 100-fold summon on this banner. Meaning that if you want any Halloween unit, you only need to do about 100 summons to guarantee them. So it's a very good banner if you want a specific Halloween banner or Halloween character. I know a lot of people want Halloween Mim for her collab. Only her collab. That's the only thing people want that unit for. So, no, I'm kidding. If you want any of the Halloween units, I suggest you just go and get them. Very good time to summon. They're all limited. They're all, well, I don't want to say they're all decent because they're not, but they're all cool units that I like a lot. So, hopefully you'll look into them. I already have these two. The only two I'm missing are Halloween Akasha and Halloween Alisan, which I have never gotten. So I'm hoping for with my 100-fold summon I get one of the two I don't have. Hopefully I don't get a dupe. But yeah, I actually got Halloween Mim on the last 100-fold, so I'm praying for good luck. Then an onslaught event will be held in mid-November that has a certain Bargit. I don't know who this will be. This could be a lot of different people. This could be Bargit is someone who basically boasts a lot, someone who's prideful. It could be Xander, it could be Ezalith, it could be Carl, because they do mention justice here. Will justice be served? So it could be Carl. They're in a courtroom setting, which is a very interesting type of showcase, a type of event rather. So I'm looking forward to that. Then we have the Phantom Ransom Facility, the Phantom Ransom Facility event being rerun. This is my favorite facility event. I love the introduction of Lapis and Opera Karina and the whole music solo. If you haven't played this before, I suggest you do. We have the Legend difficulty for the Rise of the Sinister Dominions and Flame Mercurial Gauntlet going up to 70. I don't even know what they're going to add. They said that both of these will push the limits of your roster, so I don't really know what they're going to do with this. The Rise of the Sinister Dominion Legend, I don't know what they're going to do because they could either introduce new prints or they could update old prints. All of the Loathe prints in the game, I max bound and max copied, I think, except for I did the skill damage ones and I did the 2 masks because I really wanted the boon effect that they had. So that's one of the first things I did. So if it's updating old prints, then that's a bit interesting. If it's new prints, it's a bit less interesting because, you know, they could just not be worth it. And if it's nothing, then I really don't need feel the need to clear this content. I haven't even cleared Master yet because there's no incentive to, and I just haven't wanted to go through the process of doing it. I probably will do it as part of this. I'll probably do Master and then do Legend to get myself ready for it. So maybe I'll make a video on that when it comes out, but I really don't know. I've been more focused on autoing them, just getting the prints up, just getting the unbinds on those so I can use them in the new content going forward, especially the content coming in December. Then we have Harrow's Trial being added mid-month. This is for Galaleaf's Mana Spiral. Very interesting unit to get a Mana Spiral. I wonder what they're going to add to him if I had to guess. What I would like, which I don't think they'll do, I would like it if they gave you an amp whenever you switch between his 2 modes, because he has a shielding mode and he has a striking mode, which is represented by a sword and a shield. So if you got a defense amp whenever you were in shielding, and you got a strength amp whenever you were in striking, and you got them for switching with some kind of cooldown, I think that'd be a very cool way to incentivize switching between his 2 styles, because really right now, you attack with one, use your first skill with striking, and you use your second skill with defense, and that's basically how you play it. You switch between the 2 whenever you do that. So it'd be cool if they added an incentive to switch more. Then you have the Flame to Tune enemy time attacks in late November, probably going to have Surtur as the final boss. Chapter 22 was added, and then in a future update, Legend difficulty for Jadabeos, Piercing Veil, and Rise of the Dominion will be added in early December. So not even a month between the 2 of these Legend fights coming out. I don't know if they're trying to just get them all out by half anniversary, or if they just had to push Lilith forward in the timeline a little bit, so they're kind of smushed together. We'll have to see. It's weird that they're putting them out so close to each other. This is the closest 2 endgame contents have ever been to each other. So I'm either thinking there's something extremely underwhelming about them, or there was a internal delay that we don't know about. That kind of thing. And then again, additional dragons will be able to unbind a 5th time in late November. So we'll have to see what Dragons Day update with that. And then also in late November, Not Notes will provide a way to reread stories from the main campaign, facility events, raid events, onslaught events, and more. It will include character introductions and unique art that were a part of these stories. That is super cool. I really like that. I think that Grand Blue Fantasy has something like this where you can just reread any event anytime. It would make it so that you wouldn't have to run an event for 40 days like they did with the anniversary to get the kind of context that the story needed. But I mean, we got rewards for that, so I can't really complain. And then Enter the Kaleidoscope is set for a late December release. I'll have more information on that on the next month's, this month under Dragalia Lost, which is releasing on the 1st. And for reading, we got the Omnicrite. So now we have 3 Omnicrite. I haven't used any of mine yet. I think I'm probably going to save mine for a healer that gets added in light for hopefully overdamage. If they add light overdamage to a unit, I'll probably just straight up bring them straight to 70, not do the Trials of the Mighty for that, especially since we have 3 now. I feel a bit better. But yeah. It kind of lackluster, kind of a lot of sleeper things in this month under Dragalia Lost, but I think the most important thing is kind of just this, what are they doing with Legend Sinister Dominion? Why is it being pushed out so quickly, and what would be the incentive to play that? You know, Legend Agito, the incentive was these weapon skins, where it's kind of like you have this like banner to show that you did this thing, you have this cool skin, you can put it on any of your characters, but it wasn't strength increase. this worm prints aren't visible. So if it's like an emblem that you get that's just like an epithet, a lot of people won't really like that because, you know, a lot of people like the epithets they currently have. Some people just switch out the epithet that is the most recent cleared content that they did, but some people like to use their favorite adventure one, so that's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit odd. If it's like a new form of power, then that could be bad because you could be tying units to that kind of thing. If it's like an 8th wormprint slot, that's ridiculous because then it's just like you advance to this point and you do this or you don't have this thing. And then there's just a major gap of strength difference between people who have and people who can't. So I'm hoping it's something worth it, but I'm also not sure how they could make it worth it. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And the fact that it's being pushed out so close to each other kind of makes me worry because it feels like I only have like 2 weeks in order to clear this. And, you know, the legend Agitos took like, you know, you got 10 a week if you did them by weekly bonuses, and you need like 200. So it's like 20 weeks of you clearing this content. So I don't know. We'll have to see what they do with this. But from what I'm seeing, it doesn't seem that great. So I'm cautiously optimistic about it. But that's gonna be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will have a video going over my summons tomorrow since I have literally 8.5% pity. I'm just boggled that this has happened to me. But I'll have my free summon on video for tomorrow, and then whatever else I need to do for that as well. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.